I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind. But you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. Cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind. But you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. Cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind. But you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time. Cause I've been falling for you knee deep. Been losing my mind. But you don't wanna see me. You're playing for time.
The action's underway. Stamps' authority once again.
My word, this could go wrong.
On the brakes, goodness me, what a launch!
Look at that.
It just all comes down to this.
Here we are then, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 Social Challenge from APC. In case you're wondering what's going on, basically, we're going to have a bit of fun. We're off season. Season 11 doesn't start until another couple of months yet, so we figured, why not have a bit of fun? Some of the drivers from APC, some drivers from our partner leagues, WERL and XLR, will also be taking part today, so we'll finally see who has got the pace. But as you can see on your screen now, this first race of 5 will be taking place at Monaco. This one doesn't ever feature in the real life calendar, so it'll be fun to see what our drivers can actually do around the streets in the Principality. So let's have a quick look then at the calendar, what we can expect from the social challenge. So today, 16th of June, we are here in Monaco. 23rd of June will be Silverstone on the reverse track layout. On the 30th of June, we'll be doing F2 cars around a mystery track, which the drivers will not know until we go live. On 7th of July, it will be the brand new track for this game, that is in Madrid, around the Mad Ring, and we'll be ending off in the Circuit of the Americas, and there'll be a no rules race. So that'll be fun for all the drivers, I'm sure, where they can basically do whatever the hell they like. But thank you for joining. 14 drivers are taking part today. Have I got that right? Don't make that 13. I counted myself. I'm not taking part. I am here, of course, commentating for you here today. So let's, I think we're ready to go trackside. We are ready to go trackside. So let's bring you that now. Here we are then, on the streets of Monaco, and we have drivers out already actually. We've got Pyro, so the XLR league owner is here joining us this week. He doesn't drive for the, I love seeing the new car. It's really weird seeing those blinking lights around the track. He doesn't drive full time, as you know. He's never actually taken part in an APC race, but he is taking part in a social challenge, and we are very much looking forward to seeing what he's going to do against some of the other drivers here. Of course, we have got APC League admin Stadbody989, Owen Boldero's here, so seeing those two stack up will be good. And also seeing Owen in the Cadillac. Of course, anyone who was here for the finale of APC Season 10 will know that Owen Boldero will be stepping into the Cadillac for next season alongside Alexis Mason. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in that livery. Pyro will be first, but before I continue, I am just going to make sure we have good sounds. Bear with me. Okay, confirm. Sound is good. I didn't even introduce myself. Of course, I am Kyle West W. I'll be taking you through all of the races through this social challenge. Joseph Black will not be joining us for these. However, he may surprise us and actually jump in a car for one of these races. So that will be fun. He wants to. He just has quite a packed schedule, so we'll see if we can make that work. It'd be great to see what he could do against these drivers. Welcome into the chat, NTO LAAR and NTO Lam. Is that what we're going for there? It does feel weird being back so soon, actually. Of course, as you know, the season does not restart. That's what I was going for until mid-August. So, and that's an invalidation there for Pyro. So yeah, it is quite strange being back so soon. It's also strange being lead commentator in APC. It's not something I've actually ever done. In fact, I only jumped into co-coms last season. So to be lead commentator for APC is very different. Of course, I am lead commentator for other series, one of my partner leagues, XLR. So I have commentated on Pyro many times. In fact, many of these drivers, Ian is a name I know. Liam Bawarda, a name that I struggled with once upon a time, but I seem to have got to grips with it. Which Red Bull have we got? It is actually Liam Bawarda. Speaking of which, he's go across the line, set at 1:11.508, first driver to do so. So yeah, I have commented on many of these before, so it's good to see them. That is Rolling and Dice NL. I don't know his real name, but Andrea Chenkovan has entered the chat. Did we expect anything different? He is obviously here representing APC. Is of course our four-time champion in APC. He's the only driver to ever do so. He has surpassed as Cookface goes in with a 1:12.043. He says he has a broken wheel apparently, but 19 then sets the new fastest lap, half a second quicker than four-time APC champion Andrea Chenkovan, Chenky95. As tech support also goes in ahead of Chenky then, so these drivers, these non-usual APC drivers are here showing Chenky what pace they can set, as looks like Demon, what's up? Lucas Erosini is crawling across the line. Is he okay? He had the flags out, is he? I don't know what he's up to there, but we'll leave him to it. We will leave him to it. I'll tell you what, if we had drivers like 19 and tech support in APC full-time, as that is a 1:17.029 for Brian Moore. What is happening with Lucas Orsini? I'm not too sure. Yeah, if we had these drivers in APC full-time, what a fun race it would, a season I should say, it would be. You know, Chenky with his superior pace up against drivers of similar pace. It would be so fun to see. Of course, we saw a title battle the title did not get tied up until towards the end, with obviously Owen Boldero and Ollie Matthews. Owen Boldero, who we are on board with now, he has a full battery, so I'm assuming he is doing a warm-up lap. He is not pushing this lap. Perhaps he has had a problem somewhere, although he has not invalidated, so not quite sure why that is. So we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, see what's going on. But as we say, we're here for a bit of fun. Look, there are some serious racing. You know, we do want good racing. This is a championship after all. It's a social challenge, so the points will be counted, and towards the end of the season, there will be a winner of the social challenge. But of course, not all these drivers will drive all the races. That's the good thing about a social challenge. You can kind of come and go. You know, do the races you want, miss the races that you can't race. It's a bit of fun, as we say. You don't need to commit to the 5-race calendar, because you know, we're here just to enjoy the off season. A lot of these drivers are here giving up their time on their off season just so they come to get a bit of fun. Of course, it's a brand new game, F1 26. This is the purple sector 1 for Owen Boldero. Is it purple sector 1? No, I'm going to get my data up. The data app that I use, I think it needs an update because it's struggling a little bit with the F1 26 cars. In fact, let me actually go and do that. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit annoying. We'll come back to Owen Boldero in a second. But yeah, make sure we've got correct data because it'll be a bit. There is an update. Yeah, let's do the update. We'll leave that to update. We'll come back to that in a minute. Hopefully it will handle the F1 26 cars a bit better. So Ian comes to the line. No, Ian is in the middle sector. In fact, both Ferraris in the middle sector. Ian and Chenky teaming up today. Of course, they may not stick to their cars this season. As we say, it's a bit of fun. The cars will chop and change as we go through the season. We're not doing a teams challenge. We are simply doing... What was that, Ian? Completely cut the chicane there. That was... Yeah, let's go. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, so that's one thing to touch on with this new game, actually. When there's a yellow flag, you are unable to use boost mode in quali. So when a driver goes slow, it disables your boost mode. I've been watching some creator series. It disables your boost mode, which means that your lap in quali is completely ruined. So that's something you have to watch out for. The drivers have to be very, very careful of that as Chenky pulls back into the pit. In fact, I think we've got a fast running. I haven't got my data yet. Is that Luca Saracini? Not. Who is that? That's going to be Ollie. Ollie Call It. It is Ollie Call It, as there's a McLaren facing the wrong way. Ollie Call It. It looks like he's actually starting a lap because he is utilising his battery. Into Sandervot then for Ollie Call It. Bit laggy. It looks like why is this deal? That's what I'm seeing right there. But hopefully he gets that connection gets a bit sorted and it doesn't affect the... Oh, that's really bad. Oh, he needs to look at that. What is going on, Ollie Call It? Oh, he needs to pull out that router and try it again. Let me sort this update out. What is it doing? I thought it was doing the update. Okay, as he pulled into the pit, bottled 3 laps. Who is this in chat? Can I just ask? Lucas Saracini potentially. I don't know. I don't recognise the username. If you the person who is talking in the YouTube chat, let me know who you are, because it'll be easier to refer to you. Right, let's get back to watching what's going on. Pyro is on a lap, and it's not invalidated yet, but of course we are coming up to the chicane. But anything can happen. And anything he does. Let's keep an eye then on what Pyro will do here. That's perfect there, Pyro. Well done. Straight through there, as you can see. Andrew Chenkovan in the background, flying through. Okay, I think I've got my update sorted. Let's see if I can see all the correct information. I don't know what it's doing. I want to see what Pyro... Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Let's watch Pyro and Chenky across the line. First lap for Pyro then is a 110. That's I'm looking at the wrong person. 110, 494, straight to the top. Well done, Pyro, and welcome to the APC 2026 Social Challenge. Why did you see that? It's Iron. Here comes Chenky. He's invalidated, so it's Iron who's coming across the line. I'm going to try and reopen my data. Apologies about this if you are watching along live. Let's see what that does. It's asking me to update again, so that's always good. This is going well. It's going very well. Should have sorted this out earlier, really. Of course, I kind of forgot that I don't have my OBS set up for APC. I have it set up for the other leagues that I commentate in, but because I'm not the lead commentator, that's normally the wonderful, fantastic Joseph Black. I, of course, don't have it set up, so I've never needed to. Outlap for Luca Saraceni, finally. Let's see if he can put a great lap in. I want to go on board with somebody. I want to see that active aero work and that boost mode all happening. It's fun to see these new cars. I think that's 19. It's not. That's Pyro on and in lap, I assume. There's no point going again if you're Pyro. How long have we got on the clock? 7 minutes to go. So quite a lot of time still as Pyro is going to go again. So these sides are going to hold on, it would seem, for Pyro. He's going to do another lap. Is that Chenky coming across the line? It's not. It looks like it's Ian, who's not improved, so I think he's starting a lap. Chenky will be coming across the line now. Cook face is also starting a lap. So everyone's starting their laps now, so not a lot going on really. Everyone's kind of finishing off their out laps. 19 is on a lap, not a fast lap actually. It was not better than his current lap. He's down, so this won't be a improvement for him. It is an improvement actually by 38 thousandths as he gone into Sanderford sideways. You wouldn't be doing a little less of that 19. I actually don't know if I've been... I have been muted. I actually can't believe I've been muted. That was some brilliant commentary for me, that. That was some of my best commentary. I've been muted the whole time. Oh, I'm so upset about that. If you were watching live, you'd have been really confused. Right, here's your order then for the Monaco Grand Prix here for the 2026 Social Challenge. It's going to be Pyro, Chenki, Tech Support, Ian, 19, Cookface, Liam Bewalder, Demon What's Up, Stad Body 989 Regan, and it's disappeared off my screen. I've got it here. Rolling Dice NL, Ollie Call It. And then that is... Who's that last one, actually? That's... But you missed that. I can't believe I was muted. That's so annoying. I did some great commentary there. I did not take it out of mute. Extremely upset about that. But we will live. Connor's asking me why I kept... oh, Connor's in. Here we go. Connor said, why was I kept pausing? I was trying to fix the telemetry app because it was causing me some issues. In fact, I'm going to move this around a little bit now while I've got the chance. Yes, and I've got the corner name, so that's fantastic. I'm still a bit upset. Was I muted? I'd have to watch that back. I'm pretty sure I was muted for all of that quality, which is just really upsetting because I was so happy with the commentary I did there. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. Okay. Okay, we've messed about there now. Welcome to the chat, Connor. Welcome to the chat. It's me, Luca. Yes, excellent. We've got Luca and Connor in chat. Happy days. What fun race is this going to be? I've got the safety car graphic ready to go, just in case. We are now getting ready for the formation. Here we go then. Tyres. What tyres have we got on? I can't see till they start moving. There we go. Updated. We have got medium tyres for Pyro and Chenki. We have got hard tyres on the McLaren of Tech Support 3636. It's mediums for Ian, 19, and Cookface. Hard tyres for Liam Bewalder, who's disqualified already somehow, and Luca Saracini. It's medium tyres for Owen Boldero, and then hard tyres for Regan, Rolling Dice NL, Ollie Call It, and Brian Moore at the back of the field there. What a great qualifying that was. I mean, again, apologies if you're watching live because I did not take my microphone off mute. I did some great commentary there, if I do say so myself. I mean, you've only got my word for it, unfortunately. But I will try to make up for it during the race. Got no standings to show you during the formation lap, so I'm just going to watch these cars go around and see what they're all going to do. They're all getting those tyres warmed up and getting ready to rumble. We have got more retirements according to my data. Yep, we've got Owen Boldero and Regan out. I tell you what, Chenki 95 in second position. Have I got nuts? Was somebody else up there a minute ago? I thought Chenki was in third. Was there a penalty? Okay, I'm confused. So anyway, that's where we currently are. He's in second. He's going to go head to head with Pyro. What a fun start to the race it's going to be as all the disqualified drivers are waiting. It's a weave up to the line for Pyro. He will take his grid box. Will he do it well? Or will he get thrown back? I mean, he's making me wait for it. Thrown back for Cookface then. He didn't get lined up very well. It's bang on for Pyro. Chenki's there. We're ready to go. Are we ready to... Who are we waiting for? Who are we waiting for? Can you... That's what I call it. Okay, 5 red lights for the 2026 Social Challenge for APC. Pyro, Chenki 95 line up on the front row, and we are underway here for the Social Challenge in 2026 at Monaco. And it is a Pyro who's kept the lead, and Chenki. And oh, it's side by side through Sandevot then. Chenki, Textbook 363, Ian 232. Oh, very close through there. Looks like there's going to be an overtake potentially between 19 and Ian. Let's not forget, Textbook 3636 is on the hard tyre, so he may struggle for a little bit. I'm told Ollie Corley did reset his internet, so hopefully there won't be much of a and that much lagging going on there. It is. Yeah, he's looking very slow right now. Tech Sport 3636. Cookface and Owen Boldero looks like they're having a bit of a battle through the casino hairpin. But as we enter the tunnel then, Pyro leads by 6 tenths of a second. Make that 7 tenths. He looks like he is running away with this one, of course. We all know this track is very hard to overtake as Chenky loses the back end there then and ghosts. So that will encourage Tech Sport 3636 to try and close back up. But Chenky needs to get back within a second if he is going to get that boost mode on Pyro. Of course, the XLR, as Pyro does scrape the wall then. So if you are wondering, we are running reduced damage. So damage is on. It's not as hard as it is during the normal season where we do run standard damage as a 1.6 second gap for Pyros across the line after lap number 1. But there is reduced damage. So damage is on, and if you do get damage here, it's extremely difficult to do anything else. Pit stop for Lucas Seracini. What's happened there? I can see a wing in the hands of the RB Mechanics. He looks to have an issue on lap 1. Andrew Jenkovan chasing Pyro down. It looks like Aya might try for a little move here, but he thinks better of it. I do need to actually put the information back on my screen. I'm going to do that when it quietens down so I can get the corner names. Again, I don't know where they've gone. In fact, it looks like it's quieted down a little bit now. Let's quickly do that. There we go. All good. Didn't affect anyone. And now I have got the corner names. So we're going into the Novell chicane then. And Aya pulls you out and shows his nose to the McLaren Tech Support 3636. He's unfazed. And tell you what, Tech Support 3636, put your gun board for running the Whitewall hard tyres. He's currently set a purple sector 2. So those hard tyres are not slowing him down. And you'd be silly to rule him out of a win here today. Chenky looks very, very squirrely. He's struggling through all the corners and he's letting Pyro have this. I think Pyro's eased off a little bit there. He's set a not faster sector 3 as it's a purple. Purple lap for Chenky 95. 112, so 115. So I think he backed off a little bit, Pyro. That was 2 attempts quicker on that lap for Andrew Jenkovan. And Pyro probably just managing those medium tyres. Tech Support, of course, is the lead hard tyre runner with the Red Bull of Liam Bawarda. Next car down the field. The next one, all the rest of the hard tyres actually are all at the back. P9, Regan down to Ollie, Jedi, Rolling Dice, and the Seracini has stopped. Going to come back through the order. I thought Owen Boldero was on the hard tyres, so I've made it up as Chenky. Oh, God, that was bright. I was not expecting that. Oh, very bright. I tell you what, 2 warnings now for it is a Williams FW 255. So that is Brian Moore. 2 track limit warnings already. I can see on my timing screen. So he needs to be very careful of that. I'll make my timing screen a little bit bigger. There we go. So we've got 3 warnings actually for penalties. I don't know who that is. But yeah, a lot of warnings on my screen, I'll tell you that much. It is very much full of warnings, so something is potentially incoming as I'm missing a side-by-side battle between Owen Boldero and Cookface through the centre bot there. I'm trying to remember what that was called. And it looks like Cookface has got through, but he's backed up Owen Boldero through the corner. Owen will not be will not be very happy about that, as he will try to have a go through the Grand Hotel here, but it looks like that's telling me. So I think I made the name up earlier. We're now, of course, going through Portier, and then see, I'm trying to learn these names because that's kind of where I feel flat in commentary. I'm not going to lie. But Owen Boldero will stay on the back of Cookface, and he will try to have another go very shortly. Of course, battery management very, very important in this new generation of cars. So will he be, as there's the first penalty, and of course it has to be Regan. Why wouldn't it be Regan? It's very much his thing, isn't it? As he jumps the corner there, Owen Boldero, and he does get a warning for that. That has come up on my timing screen. He does cut the corner too much, and the skills will give him a warning for that one. So Owen Boldero will continue to try and get past Cookface, and there's a 3-second penalty for Brian Moore. Another one. You see penalties from a little bit often, but not quite as often as we could. Not great battery looking on that screen, but let's have a look at Cookface. Very, very similar. Chenky is now all over the back of Pyro, and Pyro will not be wanting to see that red Ferrari on the back of him. Of course, the 4-time APC champion knows what he's doing. He has won many a race in APC, and I'm sure that he wants to continue to do the same as we go through the 5 races of the social challenge. Seracini then has got past Rolling Dice now at the back. The Rolling Dice really not having a good time, is he? In fact, he's not here, so that explains why that is. 3-second penalty for Liam Order. So he'll be very, very pleased about that one. But I'll tell you what, the battle at the top is heating up. 19, we can't miss 19. He, of course, I realise I'm on the onboard cameras. 19 is all over the back of Ian as well. So it's a Ferrari who is challenging somebody, and a Ferrari who's also being challenged on the trip to Monaco. Somebody scraped a wall there. It wasn't me, I promise. 19 through Sandoval. He's falling back again at Bayern's. I am perhaps doing a bit of a recharge there and chilling. In fact, Chenki's also doing the same. So we'll go back on board with Owen Boldero because he is the closest challenger to anybody at the moment. I've also mentioned straight line mode earlier. Of course, I need to remember that straight line mode does not get activated here in Monaco, so do ignore that. But let's have a quick look in the chat. Who have we got? It's no one. Okay, so that's always fun. Right, back to the racing then. In that, so well, the Canada livery is really nice, isn't it? I like that. I am a fan of that. I tell you what, though, I don't know if it's just me. If I go on board, does that view not look like the old Sauber livery? Especially if you got Sergio Perez in the car as well, because I tell self, if I remember correctly, is Perez's sponsor, and they used to sponsor the old Sauber. I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm going to Google that in a minute. The old Sauber car, the old Manisha Coulton days. It looks very, very similar. Let me quick look at that while no one's doing any overtaking. No, I think I'm making it up actually, if I'm honest. Because it's all white from what I'm... Oh, that one. Okay, no, it was slightly different. Okay, slightly different. But same. And that's a retirement then for Brian Moore. What has happened there? He has had a bad time. Was he fighting? Oh my God, what has happened there? Why is he upside down? Oh, that is a clip whenever I've seen one. What the hell has happened? And I've just realised we have a VSC then. VSC. I don't know if Brian Moore, if you want to join me in the comms box, let me know. I will set it up. But what the hell has happened there? That is unbelievable for Brian. Let me message because I'd love some code comms. VSC then. So yeah, I'd love to know what happened. Papyro, of course. This. Oh. Don't hit the wall on the VSC, Pyro. Come on, let's. And it's a restart. Any drive-through penalties? Looks like everybody got away with that. And we are ready to go again. Brian Moore can't join me in comms because it's Mum's birthday. Well, thank you, Brian. We appreciate you actually racing the social challenge for your Mum's birthday. That is commitment, and we are very grateful for that. He says he's also really pissed off at himself. I'm going to try and get an idea of what happened. What? Owen Boldero has pulled the 10-second in the pit lane penalty. Speeding in the pit lane penalty, apologies, as we saw in real life. So he won't be very happy about that. Just want to ask Brian, what the hell happened? So yeah, very much true to life from Owen Boldero. He's simulating real life. He wants it to feel real. He's on the sim. So he thought, why not do it properly and get speeding in the pit lane? So that's unfortunate. Massive snap, he says, Brian Moore. So yeah, not ideal. Out of the chicane after the tunnel. Oh, I see. Where Andrew Chenkovan had his snap, but was able to continue. So not ideal then for Brian Moore. He's not happy with himself. Oh, he hit the wall on the right hand side. Wow. He's going to send me a picture. Okay, let's continue back. We have a top 3 battle now, of course. Let's not forget, tech support is on the hard tyres. He can run longer, but it's longer what you need here in Monaco. Of course, Monaco is one of those races where sometimes track position is key. And if you stop early and do the undercut and build a big enough gap, what has happened back there then? It looks like we have got, is it rolling dice? Is the wrong way in the tunnel? Maybe I'm not sure what's happened. that sounds so good. That echo's brilliant. I think, is he trying to inspire the car? I don't know what's going on. No, it's not even rolling dice. It's Lucas Seracini. Apologies, I've just realised you're in that forward. And he's lost the right side of his front wing. So it's not looking good for Lucas Seracini. Will he get any points here today? Of course, it's the normal point system for this race at least. Don't tell him I said that. Normal point system. So, yeah, he needs to be in the top 10 to score some points. He is quite far ahead of Rolling Dice, who, of course, he's not actually here. I'd say what? Lucas Seracini boxes now, catches back up to the pack, and then a safety car comes out. However, he's changing his wing again, and Pyro might be coming around to lap him here. I think he might be. Luca is not actually going to have done enough, so Luca will be lapped now, so a safety car will not save him, unfortunately. He is now lapped, and that is the top three going through the standard block for lap number 10. Three-second time penalty for Ollie Corlett for multiple track limit violations. Oh, 519 is going up the inside of Iron, and he's pushed Iron into the wall as Iron went to close the door. Iron will not be pleased about that one, and he will be trying to come back at him. No stewards for the social challenge. We're not doing stewards reports. Unfortunately, if you have an incident, you just kind of have to deal with it. But of course, dirty drivers will be banned from the rest of the social challenge, just to be clear. But any incidents, unfortunately, will just have to do, and you will have to do it for the rest of the season. But Iron, yeah, that's a bit of a naughty overtake, I'd say, for 19 there. I would have given it back. I'd have given the place back if I was 19, but we continue. The end order coming up on the back of the both of them as they both pass and lap Lucas Seracini, who is now stone dead last. And that's the 3-second time penalty for Iron, as Pyro and Chenki will box then. Tech Support will take up the lead of the race. He will go into Sandoval in P1. But how long will he run on those hard tyres before he also gets off those? Will this be the call as 19 and Iron also continue through? Will this be the call? Will the hard tyres be the call? Or is track position going to be king here? We're going to find out very shortly. Pyro is now in the pit lane with Chenki right on the rear bumper. F1 cars don't have bumpers, ignore me. But yeah, right over the back of Pyro there. And he'll be looking to come past as quickly as possible if he's going to have any chance of winning this race. But now we see if the likes of Pyro and Chenki can get themselves back up to the front when the rest of the field boxes. I'm expecting 19 and Iron and Goodface to box at the end of this lap, as they are also on the medium tyres, and they'll be wanting to get off those very soon and get on to some fresh hard tyres. Let's see what Pyro is now catching up to Goodface to lap, they're not lapping, apologies, to get that position back. Will Cookface be a thorn in the side here? Will this allow Chenki to have a go? We are going to find out as we continue through into the third sector, as we of course go round to back. Is it to back? No, it's not to back, is it? It is to back. I need to learn this corner names. But yeah, it looks like Cookface is going to hold him up here. Oh, there's a little up tap from Chenki. Cookface is going to go again. This is not a slight Pyro we wanted to be seeing. He'll want to get past the McLaren as quickly as possible, but the McLaren of Cookface does not want to have any of it. Let's not forget, it's his teammate who's currently in the lead of this race. So I think there's some team tactics going on here. We'll go on board with Chenki and see if he can make it past as soon as possible. He is going to try and go around the he's got into the wall. That is unfortunate. I have no idea if he was pushed. We will find out later after this race, I'm sure. But that is not the way you want to be going through the Casino Square. He's now struggling, of course, to get around the rest of the lap. How bad is the damage? It is bad. And that could be Chenki's race over. Yeah, he can't turn at all. This is not ideal. He has the likes of Owen Baldera and Regan coming up on the back of him. Oh, yeah, here you go. He's now got off the other part of the front wing. I think he's trying to retire the car, Chenki. He's pulled it off. Will he retire? He's reversed it, and he's retired from the session. That is your 4-time APC champion. I said that very weird. Let's try that again. That is your 4-time APC champion out of the Monaco Grand Prix. 19 continues then on those hard medium tyres. He's pushing these mediums as long as he can. The other person is Cookface, who's now got off those. Has he done enough? Did he hold up Pyro enough for tech support to be able to do his stop and get back out in front? Of course, tech support will go on to medium tyres, so he wants to run these hards as long as he can so he can be on the freshest rubber for as long as possible. Cookface comes out behind Ollie Call It. I believe Regan is in a bit. He is indeed. And that is now Cookface on the track. The Imber Water also on the hard tyres. Let's not forget coming up on the back of NL. I assume the NL. Could be wrong as Luca's on another mistake there. Luca is not enjoying the Monaco Grand Prix here for the 2026 Social Challenge. But I tell you what, with Chenky hitting the wall, that means that Luca currently runs in the points. 1 point currently. So looking hoping to stay there. Let's see if any of these drivers are going to pull in. 19 pushes those medium tyres another lap with the Imber Order. And Tech Support 3636 continue on their hard tyres that they've run from the start. The Imber Order, of course, looking much faster than 19 at the moment. He is, of course, the XLR admin coming up on the back of one of their drivers. Not coming up the back of him, you know what I'm trying to say. 7 tenths is the gap. He will be getting boost mode now. He will be able to go a lot faster through this entire lap, and that will help him stay on the back of 19. It looks like the podium positions are far from sewn up. So I'm very excited to see how this one's going to end. Get involved in the chat if you are here on the APC YouTube. Let me pop my head in and see what is going on. Here we go. PGGP's gone in. Chenky's not first. No, and he's crashed. So, Chenky didn't qualify first either. It was Pyro who qualified ahead of him. I thought I remembered it was Chenky was in third, but apparently I was wrong because apparently second, unless there was a grid penalty that I missed. But yes, he didn't qualify fastest, and now he is out of the race after struggling to get past the McLaren of Cookface. There he goes then. Sliding into the pit lane goes 19. He didn't want to do that normally. He wanted to do that in style. He is the last driver to get off those medium tyres. And I just realised something as well. We missed this. Chenky was on as Pyro is going to... So just to be clear here, Pyro is the XLR League owner. Liam is an XLR admin. This is personal. I don't know. I assume they get along, but this is going to be spicy after the race here. The Imber Order is ruining Pyro's chances of a win here, as Pyro needs to get ahead. There we go, into the hairpin then. And he's got past Lucas Aracini, taking advantage of that to unlap himself. But that was a little bit dicey between the XLR boys there. But my voice is not... What's going on with my voice today? Liam is going to try and stick with him through the rest of this lap. But that means that he has lost some time, Pyro, to Tech Support 3636. He'll want to close this gap, so Tech Support is not able to get past him after his box. But sorry, I was just saying, Chenky was on a set of medium tyres at the point of retirement. He went medium. He was on a 2-stop strategy. And I, for one, would have been very excited to see how that one played out. But unfortunately, he had to go and crash, so we're not going to find out. And everybody here on their 1-stop strategies will continue through the race. I say that, it's actually Lucas Aracini, of course, having bit on lap 1, and he's now out of the race. He's not out of the race. I thought his wheel came off. It was just his wing by the looks of it. I was just about to say, he set a green sector 3 there, a personal best 3rd sector, and he's the only other driver to have stopped twice, having a bit of an issue there. I think he might have to stop a 3rd time. So Cookface has left the session and his car has boxed him for some reason as we watch this fantastic battle between Ollie Corley and Regan Harding, of course. Oh, 2 APC drivers. Regan tried to keep it down the inside. The gap wasn't there then for Ollie Corley. He thought the gap was there. Regan said, no, I want to put my nose in there. And Regan got tapped against the wall and has got back past. Great battle for the two of them. A little bit dicey mid-corner there. But that, yeah, they both came out unscathed by the looks of it. And they will live to fight another lap. Pyro, 8 seconds then on Tech Support 3636, who is yet to stop. So is Liam Bawarda, of course, the top two as well. Both don't have penalties, and Ollie Corlett decided to completely have none of the chicane now. I have seen some damage, end-plate damage actually for Regan Harding. May also be end-plate damage for Ollie Corlett now after that little skirmish with the wall. But we will see how this one continues. They'll probably both stay out. I don't think it's bad enough. It looks like they can get around Raskas, so they will continue, I'm sure. But this battle will get hotter, and it will continue until the end of lap 39. 39 laps. That's so many laps, aren't there? We'll stay on board with this. 19 is on the back of Iron, so I'll try and keep one eye on that as well. In fact, I'm going to switch that now because it's very close as we go towards the why have I keep forgetting these names? The Noville chicane. There you go. There's no front wing on the front of Iron's car. There is a front wing. That is visual because you can see the wing, but there's no nose cone. As 19 scrapes the wall there, and he continues through the lap, through the swimming pool, and through into Larascas. Looks like this battle will also continue for a few laps. I think Ollie Corlett's got that. Oh, we missed that. When did that happen? What did you tell me? Oh, as Regan's got in the back of Ollie. This is going to be such a hot battle as we continue, and that is a dive for Ollie Corlett. Regan, how did you avoid the wall there? That is driving the mirrors right there. Well done for Regan for surviving that one. I pulled away. I got to the wrong driver. We're into the Rascata once again. Ollie Corlett defends the inside line, and Regan will continue to stay all over the back of him. It looks like his car at 95. For the 95 Ollie. I think we mentioned this in ABC in season 10. Same race number, driver number as Chenky 95, of course. Also in his EA ID. Regan will want to have another go at this, but it's a yellow sector too. That looks like we have got a big car. That's going to be Lucas Serafini. I won't even bother going on board with him because he's just having his own fun games out there. It is 19 who has come across another 3-second penalty. Ollie Corlett struggles through that corner there, but I guess how did he just get a penalty? How did he cut a corner or go wide in that corner? That's extremely hard to do. 19 is all over the back of Iron. He wants to have a go into Sandoval. There's nothing doing there, but up the hill they go side by side. Iron will try and defend this. Cameras, please change. Iron with his missing nose cone keeps it up the inside as we go through into the casino square then. Avoid the bump on your left. It's a massive back end loss for 19. How he survived that, I do not know. That's giving him ghosting. He went to ghost through Iron there, but thought better of it. He's going to try it through in round the chicane there. And it's not going to be enough. As Regan has retired from the session, let's go on board and kick fight, sorry. See if we can see what happens. It looks like Regan's done it on the pit straight. His car's probably going to disappear before we get there. We're going to go back to this battle as we go into the Noville chicane. And they are side by side. They're whacking each other's wheels. That's front left to right, rear right contact there. Somehow, Iron is holding on to this place. How is he continuing to do so? I do not know. As we now go through and approach the Larascas, it looks like 19 is close again. He's going to show his nose. He's also going to push and round the corner there. Iron loses the back end. This is going to give 19 all the encouragement he needs then to try and have another go into Sandoval. Is he going to pull this one off? He's not going to do it yet up the hill. Once again, these cars will go side by side, I'd imagine. Looks like 19's just backing out. That is a retirement for Lucas Serafini. He's having a bad day. Regan's crashed. It's all coming apart at the midpoint of this race as we just took over the halfway point. How many are going to finish, I guess, is the question. And I've just noticed Pyro is 2 seconds behind Tech Support 3636. Tech Support needs this safety car. He needs a safety car to save his race as 19 loses the back end there. And all this fighting is inviting Owen Baldero into the mix. He will want to absolutely have a go at this if he can get close enough. So he'll be asking these drivers to keep fighting, please. As 19 is about 9 tenths back now, so recharge. He's obviously used too much battery to make this work. He is now going to recharge. Let's have a look then at the penalties all over the grid. Oh, I forgot about the 10-second one there for Owen Baldera. He'll want to get rid of that. If there's a chance to box, I'm sure he will. But it's 3 seconds for Liam Bawarda, 3 seconds for Ian. It's 9 seconds for 19. I'm about to say that was almost very poetic. 13 seconds for Owen Baldero and 12 seconds for Ollie Corlett, who doesn't have Regan to fight with anymore. Chat and see what is going on. I'm still, by the way, still quite upset that I was muted for quali, because I was very happy with how I ended that quali session. But yeah, not ideal. Jumping in the chat. Who have we got in chat? We have got. Somebody said they have no pedal and retired. No pedal connection. I have no pedal connection. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming... Oh wait, I've seen that logo before. IME. It's Regan. It's Regan. I know that. That's Regan. Well, Regan, stick around. Let us know what's going on. If anyone who's retired wants to jump into comms just to fill us in on the race so far, please do. Let me know. Give me a shout. Jump into the waiting room. I will drag you in. But yeah, let's see how this continues then. Back to the race in action. Oh. So how is Texas boxed? Oh no, it's not boxed. Okay, so it's only boxed. I thought he boxed and came out second behind Pyro. So how the hell is he pulled off? He's been overtaken there, so we missed that. Apologies if you're watching this live. I'm missing all the overtakes. I'll tell you what though, I've seen his tyre data. I can see his tyre data, and those tyres are not looking pretty. As we've got a box for Ollie Corlett. So he's got the gap. Why is Ollie Corlett retired? Someone explain to me why the hell that happened. He's still in the race. He was running in 7th position and had a pit stop gap behind him. I mean, anyone who knows me well will know I hate rage retirements. But I don't even think that was a rage retirement. Like, why? I don't know why he retired. I genuinely am at a loss as to what that retirement was about. He was still racing and doing well. 8 drivers remain then, as Texable 3636 comes out of the pit lane ahead of the battle of Iron and 19. So their battling has meant that they are now behind Texable. I say now behind, that they're always behind, but they could have been ahead after the pit stop phase if they hadn't battled each other so hard. So what I always say about battling, sometimes it's just better just to let the faster driver through and then follow them and then battle them at the very end of the race. We've got a yellow sector 2. That is Iron, who has come to the... What was I going to say there? Who has succumbed to the wall. Let's go with that one. As he goes to the tunnel section. He's back on track. Well, that has been now 5 seconds off 19. I dare say there may well have been a mid-overtake incident there, because those two were battling hard lap after lap. Potentially they had a coming together in the... I really need to remember these names. In Portier, there you go. Looks like 19th having trouble on his own. It's another box, another stop for Pyro. Why is Pyro boxed again? Oh, and Texaport 3636 has absolutely done him there and has got ahead. So Pyro, obviously, because he got ahead of Texaport 3636, he thought he was going to have a free stop. It hasn't worked out like that. Textable 3636 has absolutely said, I don't think so. I want his position. And it looks like his admin, Liam Bawarda, once again, I think he's purposely trying to hold him up here. I mean, look, these two, as far as I'm aware, get along. They're friends. They have no issues. But I think Liam is just trying to wind up the XLR owner here and just see what he can get away with. I don't believe there is any actual hatred or dislike between these two. As far as I'm aware, they get along very well. but I think they're getting on a little bit too well, and that has meant that Pyro now is 3.3 seconds off the lead. All that was for nothing. Some boxes. Oh, what a wind-up that is. What a wind-up. And it looks like, actually, I've missed a penalty. It's a 3-second penalty for Pyro. I've missed that. It's a 10-second speeding in the pit lane penalty for 19 then, as he comes in to get off those hard tyres onto a fresh medium. I did not think this was going to be a 2-stop race. I really didn't. But what do I know? That's why I'm up here in the comms box, of course. Tell you what, this has cycled Owen Boldero up, but he is 18 laps on those hard tyres. And just for context, Pyro came off after 13 laps. Iron came off after 12 laps. 19 came off after 10. So I don't know what those tyres are looking like. Let me see if I've got Owen's tyre data. I haven't, unfortunately. The game is not giving it to me. So that is, we'll have to wait and see. I expect another stop for Owen Boldero. Is he waiting for a safety car? I mean, safety car is set to reduced, so there's no guarantee we'll get one. But we'll have to wait and see. Connor in chat says he might have to join us for race number 3. I mean, I think he should join us for all the races personally. But here we go. Fastest lap then for Pyro as he begins his hunt of chasing down tech support in the McLaren for first position. It looks like he's doing that quite well at the moment. It is a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for 19. We'll remind you of the penalties as we get into the final 9 laps, which will be happening soon. And what a race this has been. We don't race Monaco in the normal series, so it's been fun. It's fun to see what a race would look like around here. But this is the reason we don't run it, because of this, how many retirements you get. It's a hard track. It is, the walls are there. It's tight. It's twisty. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love racing here. But when you've got a championship to think about, if you can avoid tracks where you're likely to crash, the probability of the crash here is quite high. Then yeah, that's kind of what you want to do. It looks like Owen Boldero. What was his race with then? Looks like his race was with Liam Border and Iron, who gets another 3-second penalty for his troubles. And 19 then. So Cookface, Rolling Dice, and NL are doing their own thing at the back of tech support, and Pyro will be racing for the win here today. I think Owen Boldero is going to pull in now. I get a vibe. There you go. That he's listening to me. No speed in the pit lane for Pyro for 99. That's what you wanted to see. I'll tell you what, dude. Oh, he's got a 10-second penalty now, isn't he, to serve. So he will be in the box for quite a while, and this will drop him right down the order. I'll tell you what, in real life, we're not allowed to lift a car with your 10-second penalty, so I'm surprised they do that in the game. That is such a long wait, isn't it? Such a long wait. Here we go then. That's not the route you'd take in real life. And the Cadillac pulls back out the pit lane in 6th position. In fact, he crashes into the pit lane in 6th position and then pulls out of the pit lane across the yellow line. That's a penalty. But it's not, obviously, in real life. At 19, the 2 purple sectors there. Purple sector 1 and 2. But yet not the fastest lap. It's still a 10th, 900ths off the fastest lap currently set by Pyro, who is trying to hunt down tech support. 3636 with 2-lap newer medium tyres. Will he pull this one off? I hope that a battle ensues at least, because it's all a little bit calm at the moment. Pyro then, he can see his prey now. He's got within that time frame. He will be getting the boost mode. Let's get telemetry up. He's not got the boost mode yet. He needs to cross the start-finish straight within a second to start benefiting from the boost mode. Is it boost mode? Overtake mode? I wouldn't we call it. Someone in chat can let me know what you actually is it overtake boost or is it? It's boost mode. It's boost mode, right? It looks like Ian has crashed out there. What has happened to Ian? He's retired in the pit lane. Why are people retiring in the pit lane when you're in the top 5? And it's a 3-second time penalty then for Textbook 3636. That puts him on par with Pyro. Let's get those penalties on screen. Looks like 19 will be getting disqualified very shortly. Why are we seeing retirements from drivers who are in the points? I don't understand. I don't get that kind of mentality. Really bugs me. Really bugs me. I'll stop going on about it, but it really bugs me. Just get to the end. There's bloody 11 laps left to go. Come on, it's not that difficult, guys. Right, this battle will ensue, and it will be for position now. That tech support has got that penalty. I don't know how many Pyro's got. I've not been keeping an eye on the data, but Pyro is hunting down the McLaren. He wants to get past the black and papaya car as soon as possible. It's a 10-second penalty for corner cut for 19. He has 38 seconds worth of penalties. How the hell has he not been disqualified? I have no idea. How's he even got that many penalties? I assume he has cut the... Yeah, he's going to keep going to get disqualified now. 41 seconds. He wants to lead this race. The telemetry is blue. Overtake mode is engaged. That's the word. It's not boost mode. It's overtake mode. It's engaged. He's looking fast. And he will be trying to get past the black and papaya McLaren very, very soon. 19 retires from the race. I'm lost for words. But you do you. And the overtake mode will get replenished then as we go around the Raskas. This is the battle we want to see then. The battle for P1 as we have 6 cars remaining. A whole bunch of drivers are retiring in the pit lane for some unknown reason. Will this lap car get in the way? It won't. And Pyro will go again. He's using all of the battery through there though. That's quite a lot of battery used, but I tell you what, that's got him right on the back of tech support. What's tech support saying? He's not got much battery either. He's struggling to recharge. This battle will rage on until lap 39 by the looks of it. And we are absolutely here for it. I tell you what, the battle for the final place on the podium is well and truly non-existent, as Owen Baldero is 30 seconds off the back of Liam Border in P3. I tell you what, if Liam Border gets the podium after all this, I don't know what Pyro's going to think about it. He has been a thorn in Pyro's side for most of this race. He's been essentially holding him up for some unknown reason, but we will continue through into lap number 31. Next time around, has Pyro got enough to get past? Give me your predictions in chat as to who's going to win this one. I'll tell you what, if Pyro keeps hitting the ball like that, that's not going to help his cause. Unitsy then thinks that Pyro is going to take this one. Good to see you in chat, Unitsy. Come join me in the comments box next week. You know I love commentating with you. Always a pleasure. If you've got the chance, you've got the time, even if you join me a little bit late in the session, come join me for next week when we will be at Silverstone in the reverse direction. Hopefully some less retirements would be nice. That would be fun. You know, it'd be nice to happily do that for me. But yes, as we go through the Raskas then for the 31st time, we go on to another lap. I think Pyro needs a little bit of a bigger recharge lap. I have not driven these 2026 cars, so I don't quite know how well that works. But I think he can do with recharging a little bit more, but he is going to come right up to the back of him then as we approach Casino Square. And he through Massenet. And he is not going to have enough then as we of course go into the Grand Hotel hairpin. He's not going to have enough. He is trying everything. He's placing his car all over the road to get in the mirrors of the McLaren ahead. He's going to struggle to pull this one off. Pyro will continue through the tunnel and down to the middle. Once again, this of course is a usual overtaking spot. But he's going to need to do something different. He's going to need to try and catch tech support napping. It's going to be a hard thing to do. Tech support seems to know what he's doing as we go through to back. Continue through the swimming pool section. And we'll racing for the Raskas. For a 30-second time. There's not many laps left to go now. As we cross the line onto lap 33, there will be 7 laps left to contest. Pyro is quickly running out of time. He doesn't have a chance to win this race. He, of course, is a one-stop strategy for the McLaren driver ends. 2 stops for Pyro. And he'll be hoping when that pays off. He's used all his battery once again to try and have a go through Massenet or through Casino. Oh, I tell you what, that was tight as we hit into Maribel. And one last time, this is a 3-second penalty for Omar there. I don't know why I said one last time. One more time was the term I was trying to go for. I miss Joseph Black. Pyro will follow Textable through 48 once again. And through the tunnel, it's not doing enough. Pyro's there. He's got the overtake boost, but he's not doing enough as it currently stands. He needs to change his strategy. He's using his battery and trying to make this overtake happen at Brovage and for Massenet, but it's not quite working there. Maybe save your battery and try and have a go through the tunnel into the Mobile Chicane or even into the Raskas. He needs to try something different, but I mean, it's easy for me to say up here. The tech support at the moment has the measure of Pyro, and Pyro will have to potentially settle for second position here. And after leading basically this entire race up until the second pit stop, he's not going to be pleased about that. He's going to use his battery again up Brovage, and will try to make the same move he's made lap after lap. It's not working for Pyro, but he will continue to try it as we head into the Randozzo hairpin once again. This is not close enough, is it? Not close enough. Textable knows what he's doing. His car is positioned well. He just needs to defend to the very end here. Pyro loses the back end down to the 48. I think he wanted to make a run down the tunnel, but just overdid it. And he will now break once again for the Mobile Chicane. We go through the third sector. No, this is the second sector. Where does the third sector start? I don't have the sector yet. Oh, it starts there. It starts just after Tabac. Through the swivel section and the lowest. No, that's not what it's called. Always very close to the Raskas led Pyro, so he will try once again up the pit straight. He needs to keep it steady, not use that much battery. I don't know what he uses so much, but he's going to be very close going into Sandebot. He's going to give it everything. I tell you what, he's giving it everything and more there as he's loosed the back end through Sandebot. It's 6/10 the gap to P1 for Pyro. He wants this back. He wanted it. He led it. It was in his possession. He lost it, and now he's desperate to get it back. Oh, there's a little back end loss there. Protectable then, so that's going to put Pyro right up the back of him through the tunnel. Gets a much better exit and a lot of battery for Pyro. He's going to give it everything through here, I think. And he will be hoping to mount a challenge into the Mobile Chicane, but it's just not going to be enough. Tech supports. It must be his setup. My God, is he fast down the straight or slow in the corner. Look how much Pyro closes up to the corner. Pyro is there. So he's going to try and mount a challenge through Raskas so we can keep it clean. He's not kept it very clean through there. So absolutely not going to be enough just yet. It's lap 36 for Pyro. He needs to make this count soon as he goes deep into the Raskas, but gets it stopped and rotates it nicely in the end there. But that's a good going. I'm stumbling on my words at the moment. What is going on here? Pyro and Textable are making a stumble on my words as we are approaching the laps car. That's going to be Textable's teammate Cookface, who is in the session. I'm looking there for the session, so he's not doing this to help. That's his AI doing it. That was. Is he in there? No, that's lift and coast there for Pyro. He wants to recharge that battery. He wants more in the tank. He wants to make this count as we go on to lap 37. That's going to cost about next time around. 4 attempts is the gap. Will Pyro be close enough for Larascas? He won't be. He's not got enough at the moment, and he's not going to be happy with second position. This is not where he wanted to end after that fantastic qualifying performance and the pace he showed through the first half of this race. Well, lap 37 of 39, and Pyro continues to chase down Texable through the streets of Monaco. Let's see if I can get tyre data. I have got tyre data for Texable. I'm not going to reveal it live on stream in case Pyro is listening. I do know the percentages. I don't have Pyro's data. Pyro's very close then as we go around the Grand Hotel hairpin, pushing Texable 3636 through the hairpin there. This is the closest he's looked so far. He needs to keep it clean, Pyro. He needs to give it everything down here now. Is he going to have enough? Another 3-second time penalty from Owen Bulgaria. It's going to mean nothing with the gap he's currently got to Cookface. And I'll tell you what, Pyro would have been seeing the gap and hoping that was going to be his opportunity. It hasn't been, unfortunately. Will this extra lap of tyre wear on Texable 3636's car causing issues on the last couple of laps? Pyro will be hoping so, but Pyro's having issues of his own as he slides it into the third sector there. That is now an 8/10 gap to Texable 3636. This is the penultimate lap then. Pyro needs to do everything he can to stay within a second and charge up his battery and give it everything on lap number 39 next time around. This is going to go down to the wire, and I tell you what, I cannot call it right now. I know Gianizzi thinks this one's going down to Pyro, but Texapol, and Pyro almost puts it in the wall there on the penultimate lap. Pyro needs to calm it down. He needs to recharge his battery, take it easy, and focus on just getting a clean lap in so as we go into the next lap. He will be close enough to mount a challenge. Gianizzi, I have missed you too. Thank you for joining chat. I'm sure we'll get a chance to commentate together very, very soon, because I'm not commentating until after the next season. Unfortunately, just for some personal reasons, my Sundays are no longer free, but that will hopefully be something that will change in the year. But as it currently stands, Tuesdays are free. I'm here for the 2026 APC Social Challenge, and I'll be here for season number 11. I will be in Hocon, of course. Joseph Black will be back for season number 11, so we're very much looking forward to that. But you're stuck with me for the Social Challenge, and hopefully Gianizzi might surprise us one race in the Social Challenge and jump in. But of course, he is, of course, training for an Ironman, as we've heard before. So good luck with that, Gianizzi. I hope that goes well for you. Okay, here we go then. Final lap. Pyro has one more opportunity to get ahead of Textbook 3636. Hopefully he doesn't throw away by getting too heavy on the pedal. He's hit the inside wall there. That is not what you need to be doing when you are fighting for the win. He's all over the back of the Papaya McLaren ahead. Textable doing absolutely everything he can. He's lost the back end there though. Will this be the invitation that Pyro needs into the Nobel chicane? He's close, he's close, he's close. Battery overtake boost is on. He's not going to do it. He's going to fake the overtake to Textable. Textable 3636 has done enough to keep the challenge well and truly behind Pyro as 2 attempts. As we go into the third sector, and he's lost the back end, and that is the end of the winning chance for Pyro. All he needs to do now is conserve second place. He has 45 seconds at the end of the order. I tell you what, the boy gave it everything. Nobody can argue that he didn't. But for race number 1 of the 2026 Social Challenge here in ABC, Texable 3636 crosses the line to win race number 1 here at Monaco. Second position then goes to Pyro. He put up a great fight. He led the whole first half of this race, dropped it in the pit stops, and unfortunately was not able to get back past the McLaren of Texable. He will be ruined at that decision to hit when he did, but Texable on the one-stop strategy. Only driver on this entire field to put off the one-stop strategy. Texable, hards to mediums, 22 laps on the hards, 17 laps on the mediums. What a skin that was from Texable. Liam Order then, probably the reason that Pyro finished in second, if we're honest. He finishes third. I'm sure those two will be having a chat after the race. StatBody989, our APC admin, finishes the race in 4th. Let's run you through the order one last time then. Is it going to come up on the screen, or am I going to just have to tell you what it is? Who's your podium then? Tech Support 3636 on the top step, Pyro on the second, and Liam Bawarda on the third. Lovely trophy, that one. Will he spray Kim Kardashian down there? I'll tell you what, I bet Lewis Hamilton got in trouble for that. Oh, you can hear the boat horns. I didn't know they did that in this game. Of course, in real life, all the yachts sound their horn at the end of the Monaco Grand Prix, and looks like they do it even in the game. So that's a nice touch. Well done, EA. Well done for that one. Tech Support 3636 is your winner then, starting from 3rd position. Made his way up to the top to get 25 points in the 2026 Social Race Challenge. Pyro, he started in P1. He stayed in P1 for most of the race, but ended the race in P2. He would not be pleased about that, but it sets the fastest lap of a 1:12.442. Liam Bawarda, he was battling with Pyro through that race. He comes in 3rd. Owen Boldero 4th. Cookface 5. Rolling Dice 6th. 19-7. Ian 8th. Ollie Call It in 9th. Regan 10th. Apologies, these are all the retirements. 19 retirement. Ian retired. Ollie Call It. Regan. That's Lucas Aracini. Andrea Chenkovan. And Ryan Moore was the first retirement from that race. Well, what a race that was. We won't be having interviews. This is just a bit of fun, as we say. But we will continue this challenge as we go through the next 4 weeks. Just a reminder then of the calendar. Do come back and stick with us throughout this social challenge. We'd love to see you here. But next week it will be the Silverstone Reverse. So as we say, it's not as hard of a track, but the drivers don't race it often, so a lot of them will be quite green to it. We'll then go to a mystery track for Formula 2 on the 30th of June. We'll go to the brand new track in Madrid at the Madrid on the 7th of July, and we will round off the social challenge on the 14th of July at Circuit of the Americas, where we will turn off all the rules and it will just be an absolute free-for-all. But if you joined us for race number 1 here at Monaco, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a bit of fun. Apologies for the pausing of the screen and me keeping myself on mute through qualifying, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. But please do join us next week when we will do the Silverstone Reverse. Until then, it's goodbye.
Underway. Stamps' authority once again.
My word, this could go wrong. On the brakes, goodness me, what a launch!
Look at that.
It just all comes down to this.